comic, Flashpoint #1 of the esteemed graphic novel Flashpoint, which, hits the reset button on the DC universe. So it starts out with Barry Allen, and the disappearance of his mother, then his accident, and the narrator. You don't really see who the narrator is, but if you read on, you'll probably guess. Okay, so there's the Flash in all its glory. It talks about, Barry. And, this is a 5-part book. This is the first part. So anyways, so you find him waking up, at the police station, the crime detective thing, and they're trying to solve this case, and he's like, what's going on? He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't, has no clue about all these other cases and whatnot. So he's like, okay, yeah, I gotta go do my due diligence, gather the evidence, because, hey, I'm Barry Allen, I'm the Flash. So he starts running, and he's like, oh, where's my ring? And he has this ring that just, the Flash costume comes out of, and, he trips, he falls down the stairs. Lo and behold, there's his mother's. Mom. Mom, it's really you, So he's like, yeah, you promised to take me to dinner. So he still has no clue what's going on. I mean, we can kind of gather. And then so they're like, and he's just so happy to see his mom, because she's been dead, in his universe where he comes from. So it's like, oh yeah, you promised to take me to dinner. It's like, okay, yeah, but I got something to do first. So he goes in. Before he goes in, okay, so he's like saying, like, Mom, I'm the Flash, who's the Flash? Justice League, who's the Justice League? And so he starts listing, Superman. Who's Superman? Don't know Superman. Batman's. Oh yeah, well, we all heard of Batman. So sure enough, we flip over there, and there's this universe version of Batman. And so he's chasing down this girl, which I believe is this universe's version of Harley Quinn. So it's like, where's the Joker? It's like, the Joker's in us. Oh, we're all a little crazy. If we weren't crazy, we wouldn't live in Gotham. And he's like, but he's got the, Judge Dent's kids. Where are the kids? Oh, chances are, if the Joker has them, they're probably dead. So he just kicks them off the roof. Kicks her off the roof. Cyborg saves her. And then they're just like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I don't judge, who would judge me? So it's like, yeah, but we got a big problem on our hands. We're about to go to war, and we need a vote, and it looks like that universe's version of the Justice League, most of them all pretty young kids and stuff. And saying Batman looks old, it's like, but he has been doing this for a while. So anyways, so he's like, okay, I got something to do first. So he goes into the newspaper, Central City. Barry Allen does, Central City newspaper. It's like, okay, what about Iris? No one named Iris Allen lives here, so there's Iris talking to somebody who works there. And sure enough, there's a dude there, and that's her husband, So instead of, his wife, that's the husband. Okay, so anyways, so he's like, man, I gotta get out of here. Okay, so sure enough, there's, yeah. Okay, so anyways, so he gets out of there, and it's like, okay, where do I have a car? No, well, I need your car. We'll have to postpone dinner. I guess that was just a premonition. I haven't read Flashpoint all the way through. Actually, this is my first introduction to Flashpoint. I'll be honest with you. I just now noticed that right there. So, anyways, meanwhile, back on the rooftop, they're explaining how Aquaman and Wonder Woman laid waste to city and everything else. Okay. So, anyway, so they take a vote. People are in, people are out, and you see the interesting dynamics between some of these characters. Um, different offshoots and versions of different heroes and villains, different identities and stuff like that, who are all supposedly heroes in this one. And of course, Captain Thunder is, that universe's Shazam or Captain Marvel or whatever you want to call him. So, and then Batman's like, yeah, I'm out. This is a fool's errand. You're wasting your time. I'm out of here. And this Batman seems a little different, and you know why. So, sure enough, Barry makes it to Gotham City. He pulls up to Wayne Manor. He gets inside. It's like, Alfred, no, Alfred, all this broken stuff, and sure enough, that's the gun that kills, Bruce's family. So he gets caught by Batman. And it's like, wait a minute, it's me, Barry. Who's Barry? Bruce. Like, Bruce is dead. I watched him die. Thomas Wayne, Bruce's dad. So that's the end of the first issue of Flashpoint, and it's a very compelling story. I'll tell you that much about it. I enjoyed it. If I do get a hand of the trade paperback, I'm going to get it, and I will read it. I miss that. Basically, this is like it shows the multiverse. And, this is not the first time there's been a multiverse. There's been Earth 2 and then Crisis on Infinite Earths and things like that. But the main DC universe is no longer the one that we grew up with. I mean, there was the New 52, then they rebooted that into doing the Rebirth. And apparently the Rebirth is better. Some people say it's better, some people say it's worse. See, I'm not a big DC person. But I do like the older DC. I do like the initial universe I did grow up with. To me, there was no real need to reboot it. But if you are going to reboot it, have a compelling story. And Jeff Johns is a good writer. Jeff Johns wrote many of the episodes of the Justice League that you see on Cartoon Network. Jeff Johns did a lot of good work on the Green Lantern books. He's a good writer. My salute to Jeff Johns. So anyways, like, subscribe, hit the bell on all platforms, and I will see you on the next one.